Good morning, guys. It is June 6th, 2024. Today, trading the 150K TopStep Combine. This is the third reset that I've had on the account. And completely fresh, starting completely fresh. Now, right now, let's talk about the plan for the day. I have four scenarios mapped out. Scenario number one is if price comes down and tests CVA high 18,9375, which is far away, I'll wait for a rejection to enter long and place my stop beneath lows. It's basic setup and target the next CVA. If price gives a clean hammer rejection of ETH, developing value area or VWAP, I will enter long to the highs. Prices retested yesterday's value area multiple times and created a liquidity pool above 112. This could lead to a larger rally, which that opportunity is going on right now. Um, so we'll probably enter. If price closes significantly below 75, I will look for a return pullback test of that level and enter for a short to the low of yesterday's CVA. If price tests yesterday's CVA high and rejects 75, I will enter for long beyond the highs. So let's check out what all that means. I'm going to have to bring that back up. So here, we're actually testing VWAP right now. Let me bring up the VWAP chart. We're literally sitting right on top of it. We got the clean hammer that I was looking for. Got a nice hammer right here. So that would be our entry candle, but not going to enter there. We've taken out that low, so it's not respecting the hammer at all. Ooh, I'm pressing the wrong button. All right. So next thing is scenario 4, which I'm looking for price to test its high and then give a rejection there, and I'll look for a buy then. And I'll look for these highs to be taken out. I actually look for it to be taken out again. They've already been taken out, made a run for it, made a run for those highs and turned around. The highs that I talk about in scenario 2. Another reason I was hesitant to enter on this rejection of VWAP is supposed to be trading between 9, 11, and 2 o'clock. So really just waiting about 30 minutes before that happens. Before placing execution. While it's going on, I'm going to go ahead and edit my DRC. Add temp checks. Temp checks is not a thing that I would have that I really wanted in my DRC, but I kind of need it now because I'm trading new sample size. I'm finding that it's useful, right? In my mind, I see that it can be useful, especially when I'm trading at specific hours and taking breaks throughout the day. So I want to go to here. I'll bring this up for you guys. I want to go to Lance pricing and his DRC. Okay, let's copy that. Oh, we're here. Um, Before I copy that, I'm gonna wait for a rejection. If we get a rejection, I'm gonna go ahead and enter. Even though it's not 9, this is the setup. I know I'm violating that rule. Well, that condition, but the setup is the setup. It doesn't always happen perfectly. What am I on? I'm in Q. May have to switch to NQ. ATR is well beyond there. We just set targets here. See how this candle closes. And risking 500. Yeah, we're going to be risking 2 contracts. Oh, it's no, it's market. Oh, because I'm on M and Q. Uh, we're still downloading. This should be done by now. Man, am I really gonna miss a trade because of this? I could just enter. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and make sure. Shit. The fuck was that sound? Oops. Okay, I'm not seeing the rejection I want to see here right now, so not entry just yet. This is now so significantly below. Now on the brink of scenario 3. But I'm still holding true to this as scenario 4. Just coming deeper than expected. So since it's come deeper than expected, I'm gonna look for a change in condition, and then look for a retest, and then look to buy. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this to come back up since it's come so deep below. All right, let's get organized. I'm going to change the template. Let's bring back X. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nine to 10. Then we trade again 11 to 12. Then we go again at 1400. I'll say it's a C because don't have a lot of sleep right now. Ooh, this is the template. Let's copy that. Delete that. Okay, we got the rejection. We got everything we wanted to see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter. Trade window, one contract. Stop needs to be 19057. Plenty of time, no rush. Dealing 7, risking 520. All contracts, and we buy. Entry 15 minutes before open, or 15 minutes before actual trading hours. I also want to go ahead and add in the conditions, or not conditions, but the rules for the sample size. There's a template where I have font. Here we go. I forgot how to do color though. It's probably just color equals. Yeah, let's try that. It's not that important right now. I need to just add this in. Okay. We are going to journal stats. Why is nothing coming up for me? It's like CR chart is just taking everything over. Is it because I did Control T? Okay, that's better. Gotta be a way I can just enter. Bang. Nope, I have to add it. let's see if that was the actual problem. It was. That's beautiful. Okay, if we break above this low, I'll go ahead and adjust my stop underneath this low. And on review of one of my trading days, I saw that I could have added way more size. Well, not way more size. I could have added a few extra or more contracts, right? To add a position to increase my risk back to initial risk instead of risking. What would that be? Uh, is that 20%? 20% of my risk? Okay, let's look for an ad here. Thank you. Good. We're just above VWAP. We're testing VWAP right now. That's a. I want to see a break in the test. I want to see it hold above VWAP, then I want to see it test VWAP. I'm not going to enter based off this test. Okay, let's try that. That's really weird. We failed to hold above VWAP. See if we get it on the next candle. We'll see what the contract size would look like. Market target. That's about right. That is so weird. Why would anyone want to do that? Dang it, I messed it up. I don't know how to change it. Alright, so I'm adding. Gonna adjust stop. Need this candle here. The whole point is to be aggressive with the stop, trailing to protect the upside as much as possible. Got a lot of selling pressure here, so we could come back around and test the CVA high once more, or we could just run through. Of course, I want to see it run through. It looks like we lose momentum. So we're holding above VWAP now. We already got the test. Next is to wait for a test off DVA. And I'll add again there. So I'm not liking these wicks here. Not liking them at all. So gotta prepare myself for it to turn around. So what's going through my mind right now is increasing my risk to max risk because we're at test of VWAP again. Um, but I don't think that's wise. I think we keep our risk small and allow the trade to play out. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If it ends up taking off, it ends up taking off, and I'll just add on another opportunity. And this is the first day of the combine anyway, so we got plenty of time. While I'm sitting here, I can figure out what PTD means. Dude, I don't know what's happening, but it's annoying. I have to keep minimizing Sierra chart in order to open my other apps, my browser and stuff like that. I could just ask the Discord. think that may be specific to him. I think these may be items that he's working on. And he's grading himself on. I have to review that video. Did we test the last high? We did. Yeah, I'm going to have to start implementing that. That would be so killer. If we break above this high, I move my stop underneath this low. Let's get rid of that. We're back at VWAP again. This would be an ad. So there's one ad down here, another ad here. Not taking because risk is still too high. Need to reduce risk. That's enticing. I like that candle a lot. Um, I like this candle a lot. We still got a minute left on it though. Am I gonna add full size here? I'm debating on adding full size here off that candle. Um, reason set risk too high is because per trade I'm risking 50% of what I used to risk. But I have an overall daily stop of I have an overall daily stop and I'd put my overall daily stop on this position right now. Not if we close up there though, which we're gonna close up there, so it doesn't matter anyway. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 10. So we filled this high. Um, Right now, I'm not going to put too much significance on that failure. Um, why is that? Not putting too much significance on the failure because we didn't overshoot it for one. What's another reason? That's really it. Just we didn't overshoot it. Um, so I would like to see a run above the high, and then price fill that point, and that would have definitely convinced me that we're looking to the downside, and I would close. But you never know. Could just tank. Could be completely wrong. So we're on the edge of breaking DVA. If we break above DVA, retest DVA, I'll go ahead and add. I think I'm just adding one contract here. Yeah, just one contract. What's going through my mind right now is on open, all that selling pressure just comes back and just tanks and takes me out. No, that's too tight. Oh, this is a perfect time to actually go ahead and set a limit or execute. All right, I guess we're gonna execute. Um, because we're coming back down to DVA. Let me first get right here. Let's double check this. I think it is Alt 8. It's making it annoying, probably. All right, we're there. Bring my wrist up about 600, right? Yep. Got 30 seconds to open. I want to see a strong bullish rally. like I said, all the selling pressure just comes back, right? This would be the perfect time for that to happen. All right, stopped out. Testing view up. If we get back to the CVA, I'll enter again. I may just enter off view up here. If this closes as a hammer, I'll enter off view up. That'll be scenario 2, I believe. How much are we looking at here? We're gonna go ahead and place a limit here. Okay, and then we have this manual entry, our market entry, which is right now. We're at 1. We're gonna have to forget about that for now. $19.08. I'm gonna sell off there. We're testing DVA, but this is just. I'm not adding. I'm not adding. You need to reduce risk before I add again. Where could the buying pressure come from? I say right here at this level, if we're gonna get it. And I can't risk. I cannot increase my risk at all here. Have to stay disciplined and keep it where it's at. There's no ads until risk is reduced. Let's go ahead and check the scenarios again. Or changes. What's going on here? Adjusting stop aggressively. Check. Reduce risk by 50%. Checks. Daily stop 1K. Daily target 3K. Trade 9, 11, and 1400. Alright, if price comes down to test CVA high, that's forever away. Price gives a clean hammer rejection ETH. We just entered off of that scenario too. If price closes significantly below, that did happen, but I waited for price to come back above and retest the high of the CVA. If price tests yesterday's CVA high and rejects 19.7, I will enter for long. And that's the main idea that I'm been executing off of. Nothing to do now except wait. What are we looking at here? Don't want to see that. All right, so I'm done for the day, but it looks like we came all the way back down to my ideal entry area. We'll see if we hold up here or not. I'll look it out and review. And yeah, small losing day. We'll try to do better next week. I am so upset with myself right now. I reviewed the video, the recording of me trading, and then I noticed that I said I was targeting a certain high, right? And those highs got reached. So in the recording, I said I was targeting either this high or this high here. And I recognized that it was already taken out here. But on my entry, which my entry was right here at about 82, 19082, that area. And price started to scale up and it actually broke those highs, both of them. So I should have been out of the trade. And that would have been a nice profit of about 900, close to 1,000, about 950, something like that, instead of a loss of 620 on that position. And honestly, if I gather profit on that position, I don't think I'd take that next trade, because that next trade, even though it was planned in my DRC, it felt more of a like a revenge trade. It was like, let me get back into the market because I'm confident that the market's gonna go up here, right? Even though in the moment I'll talk about the selling pressure and everything like that, I was confident that we were gonna get a push up and make a run for those highs, because of other things I saw in higher time frames. But yeah, had to make that note. I did not close once target was reached. What's going on? It's the end of the day. Did my journal, not my journal, my DRC review. It's a brief review, not as detailed as the other ones. I'm really tired. Just got back from work and just trying to barrel through it right now. Next week I'll be able to get these done a whole lot earlier. But let's look at the prep for the day. Goals coming into the day were just to follow the official changes I've made, adjusting stops aggressively, reduce risk by 50%, daily stop at 1,000, daily target 3K, executing at 9, 11, and 1400. So I did all those things. Now, coming off a day with no sleep, got up around 8 o'clock, cleaned up with cleaned up, then sat at computer to prep for the day. So I woke up kind of late. Latest time I like to prep is 8 o'clock, but I woke up at 8 o'clock, so my prep was around 8:15, 8:17. Um, so really rushed prep and everything like that. Um, and I added this today, as you guys saw in the earlier in the video. I'm liking it already because I can review segments of the day in more detail. So I stopped trading TopStep account after hitting personal daily stop. Sizing was A for this. Size was pretty much perfect. I did go about 100 over, 125 over, but it's it's within the range. It's good. Still say it's A. Traded Apteros account for the first time. I accidentally traded NQ instead of MNQ. I wasn't thinking. I was half asleep because I needed some rest. Needed more rest. But review of the day. Today was a consolidation day, and I kept going long. I followed through on scenario 2 and 4, and both hit stop. Now I actually added into position multiple times here. Let's open and default out. So I got in off the initial test of CVA here. Then I added here. Now, about these ads, I can do way better with these ads. These ads can be at the previous, the last high. So I'm going to start entering at the last high whether I'm setting a limit there or yeah, because that's what I used to do in forex, and it worked great. I'm gonna start implementing it here because entering off DVA is just getting me high entries that I could put so much more risk on if I could put more risk on if I have a better entry there. Now it's not gonna execute all the time, but I won't be getting in at the highs. Then I added here, and this was actually for the last ad I did. Sorry, yawned. Then I got stopped out immediately after that, and then I entered again. Now, why'd I enter again? Probably because we got to test off VWAP. But in that situation, I shouldn't be entering. It was more of a revenge trade. I wanted to get back into the market because I felt my stop was too tight. My stop was about right here. I got wicked out. And I wasn't upset. I was just like, let's go to the next trade. And the next trade was, oh, enter off VWAP and then look for price to continue to push up. But ultimately, price ended up tanking, and we hit our daily stop. So that's the day. Now, don't have an easiest 3K. What I learned to improve upon today. I updated my DRC, which is a highlight. Too much risk on that Apteros account, which um, I'll start recording for the Apteros account as well. And then taking 50% off daily target on a trade is a valid action. So I was up at one point. I don't think I was up 1,500, but if I was up 1,500 on that trade that I took on the trade on the ad, I had a trade that I took on the NQ. I'm happy with closing at 1,500 right now. Especially if we have resistance in the way of it with selling pressure to the left like we did today. So it's another thing to add, but uh, looking at one trade to hit the target isn't really what we should be looking for, right? And that's what I was eyeing. That's was my thought process for the day. So it's okay to take small wins. Is essentially what that's saying. But that's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.